Did someone say fried pies? Hey, it's Paul here with Ma and Paul's Adventure. Stay with me and I'll show you how to make these amazing fried pies. See you in a minute. Alright guys, I've already got a hot pan of water here on the stove going. I have 2 cups of dried cherries. They're going to go in, and this part's going to take about 20 minutes for them to cook. So we'll be back in a few minutes and I'll show you the progress of this. Alright everybody, been cooking these for about a little over 15 minutes now. They plumped up really good. So at this time I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar. And I'll have to come back and probably taste this again and add more. And also going to put in about a half a teaspoon of salt. I'll stir this in, get it really good incorporated, and then come back and taste it, and we'll see what we need to add from there. Alright everybody, I gave it a good taste test. Everything seems to be good. So now I've got the heat turned back on. Hope lens doesn't get fogged up here. And I'm going to start adding some mixed cornstarch here. This is going to be my thickening agent. So we're going to add this to it. We want this to be really thick when we put it in the pies. So we've got it in. Let it start thickening here. I'll bring you back when it starts getting thicker. Alright, she's coming up to temperature now, starting to get a little boil around the edges. It's really starting to thicken up. We need this pretty thick to hold together when we put it into our filling. So we're going to go stir it just a little more. You can tell it's already getting thicker. It's getting pretty close to where I like it. I'll come in here now. She's getting pretty thick. I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'll continue stirring this for a few minutes to keep the bottom from scorching. Okay guys, I had a bowl here that I had up in my freezer. It's already chilled down. I'm pouring my pie filling into it, and it will go back into the freezer. Here, this needs to be really cold before we can put it in our pie doughs. So it's going to the freezer now. Alright, we got our pie filling is in the freezer. It's chilling out. At this time, I'm going to make a super flaky pie crust. And this pie crust can only work if you have a pie press. You cannot roll this out. So that was 3/4 cups of flour. Into that is going to go 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Put that in. Put the top on. We'll mix this up. Get that mixed thoroughly. Then we're going to add 3/4 cup of Crisco. This is Crisco I'm putting in. Want that till it starts forming pea-sized lumps. Then we're going to start adding our milk. And there's our dough. It's really soft, pliable. You wouldn't be able to put this out and roll it out. It only works in a press. So the next thing I'm going to do is start getting my equipment out to make the pies. Alright everybody, I've got this all laid out. I'm going to go down through here and show you exactly what I've got. This is my pan. It's full of dough. This is a set of scales I use to weigh my dough out so I know exactly what I've got. And this is my Bird Hill pie press. This is made in Canada. Takes about 4 to 5 months if you order one to get it in. And this will be my filling. And then this pan is where I'll lay them out, and they'll go to a freezer. I'll freeze them for about an hour and a half, and then they'll go into the plastic containers. Alright everybody, got my scales set up here, and the dough is at room temperature now. I'm going to weigh out about 3.5 ounces. Got 2.5 ounces of dough. That's 3.7, that's pretty close. Take it, form a ball, set it right here in the center. Place cellophane on top of it. Goes into the press. Pull it down, just wait a few seconds for it to spread out. Pull it out. Take the top layer of cellophane off. Big spoonful or two of cherries in. Pull it over. Press. And there is a perfect pie. It will go over here on my sheet to go up to the freezer. And that is how I make fried pies. Take that remaining, go back 1/8, 2/9, 4, a little more than I need. There's 3/6. Back in. Cover it up. Press it, take the top cellophane back off. And that's how I do it. I'll make probably about 60 of these today before it's over and have them in the freezer. Thank you for going along with me today and watching what I do. If you like this page, please like it and subscribe to it. We'd like to see you come back.